But again, like you said, at the rallies and stuff, he's kind of adding fuel, to the fire and making people think it's okay to act, a certain way.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be.
No.
And that's the thing. Fuck it, I'm gonna say his name. Donald Trump. It's up to you. Either you're gonna ignore what's been associated with your name, or you're gonna do something about it. Damn it!
Exactly. Like
it or not, like America, like it or not.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
Fair and square.
I don't know about that.
Well,
he won.
There
you go.
Those Russian emails, WikiLeaks. Maybe that's not that fair. I don't think it's been proven that they
no, it'll never be proven.
Was associated with Trump,
won.
But I'm just saying
he won, and he's gonna be our next president of the United States of America.
Yeah, nothing's gonna stop it.
I give him credit for the 60 Minutes interview. He came out and he looked at the camera. He said, "Y'all stop it." But that was the first time
ever I've heard it.
In the last year, he's been campaigning. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the first time I ever heard him address it.
To my knowledge, I'm just hoping he will prove everybody wrong.
That's what I'm hoping.
And cut out some of this bullshit that's surrounding his name. It's associated with your name, Trump. If you are, quote unquote, about to make America great again, which to me, you shouldn't be able to make America great again. You should be able to make it better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's already the greatest country in the world.
You're saying America's trash, and you're the only one that can make it great again, like it was in the 60s.
But right now, man, with all this hatred spewing around, we going backwards.
Yeah. We're going straight backwards.
Yeah, we're not, moving forward at all, but on to sports. Enough with the political crap, even though this is kind of political because it's bleeding over to our sports. And guys, if I'm yelling in the microphone, I'm sorry. Like I say, we are in Studio Chevrolet. The music just stopped for some odd reason. Maybe it'll pick back up. But Colin Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Kaepernick was one of the voices of the people, some would say.
I'll give you that.
And, he got a huge backlash for not voting.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now, he felt as if, if he would have voted, it would have made no type of difference with the fight that he's trying to, go against. What the hell was that? Come on, man. DJ drama on my instrumentals. But with Colin Kaepernick not voting, does that discredit everything that he stand for? Or does it represent what he stand for? Since he's saying that both candidates, in his opinion, it was going to result to the exact same thing.
I mean, for me, I hate when people say that. You're picking the lesser. For this election, people say we were picking the lesser of two evils. Like, we always pick the lesser of two evils. Like, this isn't the first time we've had two mediocre candidates. I mean, it always happens. But in this case, I mean, it doesn't hurt his credibility or whatever, with me. It just gives me or makes me ask more questions, because I'm like, why did you pick this election to try to say we don't have good candidates? We're picking the lesser of two evils, when I mean that's what we've been doing since George Washington. I mean, it's not new. Our politicians are working for corporations and themselves.
But according to the others, Trump is not necessarily a politician.
He's working for himself.
That's why everybody liked him. That was their main blight. Like, it seemed as if we asked him a question, the answer was, well, he's not a politician. Like, I heard it thousands of times.
Yeah. but I mean, he wasn't, to me, qualified.
Jay-Z said it's politics as usual.
And like you said, I mean, you got we always picking the lesser of two evils. I just never understood why we waited to this election to try to make a big deal about it, because again, it's been that way since George Washington.
Yeah, Cap said it would be hypocritical for him to vote because it would be the equivalent of showing support for a system that he doesn't believe in.
Mm-hmm,
That was his words of.
Yeah. Did you ever vote? Were you bumping "My President is Black" by Young Jeezy when Barack won? I mean, it just gives me more questions, you know?
Yeah.
Has he ever voted? I think he said he never registered himself to vote, though. I want to say
I believe I heard that as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on some of the coaches coming out and being more vocal, like a Stan Van Gundy, Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr?
The NBA is 98% black, correct? Somewhere around there.
They have a lot of foreigners. But
it's
in
the 90th percentile.
It's in the 90 percentile. I don't have the facts, but I'm almost pretty sure it is.
I think they're trying to, some of them are trying to just not appease, but maybe appeal to their team, you know? Like, hey, I got your back. Stan Van Gundy, though, he's really heavy into politics. Right. I believe that, what he was saying. He believes that. Stan Van is really, really heavy into the politics, but like you said, there's a lot of different coaches that came out that normally don't, come out about things. And I think they're just trying to show that, hey, I got my players back because I know the majority of my players feel this way.
You know what? That's an excellent point. I don't think I've heard anybody mention that the coaches are just mostly trying to appease their team.
Yeah.
Try not to lose their team.
Yeah, I wouldn't say appease. That just doesn't. It sounds like but
I do believe with Greg Popovich seems like a very well thought out person. He's very thorough, and I believe what he said was meaningful. Mm-hmm. And Stan Van Gundy has always kind of been a vocal coach.
Yeah.
And Steve Kerr, on the other hand, I was a little surprised to hear that about Steve Kerr, but I was happy that they're voicing their opinions. That's what this country is all about. You should be able to voice your opinion and state your frustration. Now, the rallying and protesting that's going on right now, I don't know how that's going to help. But hey,
you got the right.
You got the right. Get your voice out. I don't think nobody's listening right now.
No, because people are like, he won, and nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. But I mean, you have every right to, that say that you don't like it and to voice your displeasure. So I don't have a problem with the rallying. Like you said, this ain't nothing gonna get done because there's nothing we can do about it. There's no end point to that rally.
Yeah. Now, with all the hatred going around in America, how does that affect the locker room when you have? Because the NFL is, it's a lot of ethnicity in the NFL. There's a lot of African Americans in the NFL as well. Mm-hmm. You have a coach like a Bill Belichick writing his letter that he wrote to Donald Trump, plus Tom Brady openly supporting Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Do you think that affect the locker room, or do you think it's pretty much water under the bridge because they're so focused on just winning the championship that doesn't really matter?
It depends on what team you're on. Like I said earlier, Martellus Bennett, he said Brady treats him fine, Belichick treats him fine. They're, what are they, 9-2 or 9-1? Something like that?
Yeah, then they only have 2 losses.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9-2.
They're trying to. Now, if you play for the Jacksonville Jaguars and you're 3-8, then that may be a problem. If you're looking at your teammates and, you don't really like what he's saying to you, I just think, like you said, most of them will be like, if he treats me fine, that's fine. We're trying to win. On some of these lower level teams, it could be a distraction or a problem. Or so on the lower level teams, just depending on what type of organization you're in, for me.
Yeah, and then do you think that can America learn from the locker room? Because they keep a lot of that stuff, inside the locker room. and they all essentially come together for one common goal, and that's to win the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what this country needs to do right now. With split, we need to somehow figure out how to come together to reach this common goal and push America forward. The split has out as an African American, we absolutely know there's always been a split.
Mm-hmm.
It's just haven't been to the forefront and publicized like it has been with due to recent events with the all the cop killings and gang related violence in Chicago, and then you have this presidential election, and you have all of the Klan members, they supported them.
Yeah.
Coming out of nowhere, throwing parades and holding rallies and all that stuff. So,
I mean,
can America come together like a locker room and win this championship? Or it's over.
Yeah, I mean, we can never come together. Like, it's just, like, I don't have all the answers. I wish I had all the answers. But I just don't think it's possible. It's just, people are always going to have side A and side B. And that's always how it's going to be. Unless we find that leader that'll be able to unite everybody. And I don't think we have that leader.
I can't think of anybody.
Yeah, no.
And that's sad.
And that's President-elect Trump. Maybe he'll prove us all wrong.
I don't know what's going to happen. Because, let's face it, everything that he said, he really hasn't been sticking to. He's been flip-flopping back and forth.
That's why
I don't know what type of president Trump is going to be. He may say that he's going to do all these things and might do the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So just like Dave Chappelle said, and he's going to end our show out, we got to give him a chance.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a fair shot. But as far as everybody uniting under President Trump, that'll never happen. Ever. And that's just the way... His whole campaign was ran on division.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you divided, and we're gonna keep it that way.
When I tell you that the edge of America right now is so strong, and it seems like any little thing that you might do that might resemble racism, it's gonna be racist, and they're gonna emphasize that to the max. Perfect example. This stupid LeBron and Phil Jackson situation. Now, I know there's plenty of people that's going to sit around and be like, you guys are bugging. This is blatantly racism, and it's the man trying to keep us down again, and you two are Uncle Toms.
Oh, wow.
I've already heard some of it.
Okay.
But... And then you have the other ones that were like, you guys hate LeBron anyway. Anything you do is not going to appease you. And if you guys are not familiar with the situation, this is pretty much what happened in a nutshell. Phil Jackson was being interviewed by ESPN, what was her name? Jackie McMullen.
Yeah.
And he was talking about a situation that one time over the holidays, the Miami Heat was playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James wanted to stay over an additional night and have the team over for Thanksgiving. Pat Riley pretty much told him to get on the plane. That's no go. Come back to Miami. And LeBron basically wanted to stay with his family and friends. When Phil was telling the stories, he referred to his friends as his posse.
Yeah.
LeBron James and his friends heard the story, got highly offended.
Lost all respect for Phil.
Yeah, LeBron James even quoted, as you mentioned, stating that he lost all respect for Phil Jackson and pretty much doesn't want anything else to do with him. His agent, Carter, Maverick Carter, was on Twitter and saying that he doesn't believe Phil is a racist, but what he said was a reminder letting you know that you're always going to be considered hood. With that situation, Josh, man, what is your thoughts?
Okay, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, Phil, that was kind of racist. Because, I mean, if they were white, if they were just white associates, LeBron had a white agent or white whatever, Phil probably wouldn't have said posse. But the more I thought about it, I mean,